For today's lesson, we're going to take a look at problem solving with angle relationships. So this is just an extension of what we have done. So in the past, we have looked at the relationships based on angles given. We have determined the measure of angles based on angles. We've also had to solve to determine certain angles or the value of x. Now we're taking it a step further in today's lesson. All right, so this is still SOL 8.5. The student will use the relationships among pairs of angles that are vertical, adjacent, supplementary, and complementary to determine the measure of unknown angles. Our learning target, I can use angle relationships to solve practical problems and find the measure of unknown angles. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So it says the diagram shows rays QP, QS, and QR. Determine the measure of PQS. All right. So the overall thing that we are looking for at the end, that's why I say we're taking it a step further in this lesson, is we want to determine the measure of PQS. All right. But before determining that measure, let's just first take a look here. Let's look at the angle relationship. So looking at the expression 3x plus 2 and x plus 4, we see that they are adjacent because they share a side and they share a vertex. So we can identify as adjacent. We also see this 90-degree angle here, so we can also say complementary. All right, so that means that the expression 3x plus 2 and x plus 4 equals 90 degrees. All right, so going into solving, we're going to simplify. So we have 3x plus x, which gives us 4x. We have 2 plus 4, which gives us 6, and that is equal to 90. We're going to subtract 6 from both sides. So we get 4x is equal to 84. Divide both sides by 4, and we get that x is equal to 21. So in our previous lesson, this is where we stopped at. We were like, this is what x is. We're done. But now for this lesson, we're taking it a step further. So now that we know x is equal to 21, they want us to determine the measure. So when we have this m here in front of the angle, so the measure of angle P, Q, and S. All right? So we know the expression is x plus 4. Now we know what x is. We have 21 plus 4, which gives me 25. I'm going to change my color. So I know that the measure of angle PQS is 25 degrees. All right. Now let's take a look at another example. All right. So it says in the diagram, line XZ and ray YW intersect at the point Y. Determine the measure of XYW. All right. So now we're trying to determine the relationship, the measure of XYW. All right. So that's our ending result is what we want to determine. But before we can determine that, we have to now look at the angle relationships. So looking at the expression 8x minus 43 and 2x plus 13, we can see that they are adjacent because they share a vertex and they share a side. But we can see that they also make a straight line, so we know we have a supplementary relationship. So remember, supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. All right, so I have 2x plus 13 plus 8x minus 43 is equal to 180. All right. So now again, we're going to combine our like terms. So we have 2x and 8x, which is 10x. And this should be 13, excuse me. All right, we have a positive 13 and a negative 43, which gives us negative 30, and that's all equal to 180. We're going to add 30 to both sides. We have 10x is equal to 210. Divide both sides by 10, and we get x is equal to 21. All right. So again, now we have to take it a step further because they want us to determine the measure of angle XYW. So the measure of angle XYW we know is equal to the expression of 8x minus 43. We know that x is equal to 21. So we have 8 times 21 minus 43, which gives us 125. So based on the value of x, we know that the measure of angle XYW is equal to 125 degrees. All right. All right, so now what I want you to do is try this third one on your own. So again, first determine the angle relationship, and then based on the angle relationship, solve for your x, and then use your x to find the measure of MPN. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is the angle relationship. All right, so looking here, I have 9y plus 7 and 2y plus 98. Those expressions are opposite of each other, all right? So these angles are actually vertical angles, all right? And remember, vertical angles are equal to each other, all right? So we have 9y plus 7 is equal to 2y plus 98 because remember, vertical angles are equal, all right? So now the first thing we're going to do is move the variable to one side. So I'm going to move the 2y. You can move the 9. It's totally, excuse me, the 9y. It's totally fine. 9y minus 2y gives me 7y plus 7 equals 98. We're going to subtract 7 from both sides. And we get that 7y is equal to 91. Divide both sides by 7, and we get that y is equal to 13. All right, so now they want us to find the measure of MPN. So they want us to find this angle measure here. All right, so here they kind of tried to trick us, but we've got this. All right, so the first thing, in order to be able to determine what the measure of MPN is, we first have to determine what our vertical angles are equal to. So we can definitely take that 13y, we can take 13 and plug it in for y, all right? So to determine the measure of, let's say, angle LPM, that means we have 9y plus 7. We're going to plug in 13 for y. And we get that measure of that angle is 124 degrees, all right? So that means if this measure is 124 degrees, this measure is also as well, all right? So if we label this angle, let's say for right now, I put this as X, all right? We want to determine what that angle is, all right? So if we look at the expression 9y and 7 and X, we can see that that is a linear relationship, which means they're going to add up to 180 degrees, all right? So in order to determine the measure of angle MPN, we have to take that measure and subtract it from 180. So what I mean is, we know that 124 degrees is equal to the measure of LPM. And we know that LPM plus MPN is equal to 180 degrees. So we have 124 plus X is equal to 180 degrees. Subtract 124 from both sides. And we get that X is equal to 56 degrees. All right. So based on that, we know that we know that the measure of angle MPN is 56 degrees. So let's write this down here. So the measure of angle MPN is equal to 56 degrees. All right. All right, so here's a bonus. So this bonus, it's not very tricky. We do have a lot of angles going on here, but it's nothing that we cannot solve, all right? So here it says in the diagram, M and N are parallel lines cut by a transversal. If the measure of angle 2 is 5x plus 55 and the measure of angle 6 is 2x plus 100, determine the value of x, all right? So based on this, they tell us that the measure of angle 2 is 5x plus 55, and the measure of angle 6 is 2x plus 100. All right. So looking here, absolutely, I'm not going to say is confusing, but if we look at the position, so I'm going to box. So if we look at the position of our numbers here, and again, this is a bonus, so do not panic. You'll get more into this in geometry. But if we look at the position of our angles, we can see that separating those two, we can see that 2 and 6 are in the exact same position, all right? Based on that, we know that those angle measures are equal to each other. So we have 5x plus 55 is equal to 2x plus 100, all right? So now what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and I want you to tell me the value of x. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides because, again, I want my variable on one side. So I have 3x plus 55 is equal to 100. All right, then from there, I'm going to subtract 55 from both sides. And I get that 3x is equal to 45. Divide both sides by 3, and I get that x is equal to 15. All right. All right. So now what we're going to do, there are two exercise problems, exercise 1 and exercise 2 in your notes that I want you to work on. Once you are finished with that, we're going to check and go over those two, and then you'll have the opportunity to work on your exit ticket and us check those examples prior to leaving class. But before ending this video, go ahead and summarize what you've learned from today's lesson.